Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Wednesday. What a beautiful day. What a great day to be alive. I mean, great moment in time, honestly, to be alive. So I wanted to share something that has been on my mind. Yet somehow I was like, you wait till Wednesday, and on Wednesday you say it. I was trying to find this quote from a book I'm reading, and the iPad doesn't want to do that, so I guess I just will let it come. It is about why we do inner work. And what a beautiful question. What a beautiful question. Why is it that you do your inner work? You know, from my personal experience, I did it because I began to do inner work consciously because I reached a moment in my life that it was too much suffering. So then I was like, there's gotta be more to life than suffering. So I began with fitness, and then I branched into yoga, meditation, energy work, and so on. But then it came this moment in my journey that something clicked. Something clicked inside. And I realized that I wasn't just doing that for myself. Yeah, of course, I was doing it for myself because life was just way too stressful at that moment, and I needed to believe in something higher. But it became this thing like, yes, I started doing the inner work for myself, but then it clicked that as I was doing my inner work, I was also helping my family. And then it clicked again that not only was I helping myself, my family, but also the entire humanity, like humanity as a whole. And that realization just changed a lot of things and brought a lot of things into perspective. Because it's a beautiful way of being of service. Being of service to yourself, to the community, to life itself. And wow, what a gift. What a gift. And it's not easy. And those of you that do the inner work constantly know that it can be such a big struggle, right? Especially when the ego is trying to still drive. And you're like, dude, no, go back in the back seat. And it's intense. It's intense. Because there's so many codes being broken, and new awareness is, when new awareness hits, like something in you just breaks in the most beautiful way. And then everything else starts to click. Everything else regarding that code being broken. And then there's more codes to break, right? So it's kind of like a web. All these things are connected, and then one breaks, and then it opens up the channel to another one to break, and then that one opens up the channel for another one to break, and so it just goes into like the Tetris mode, or what is that, the domino effect. And it's a constant thing. It's a constant thing. And then when you find yourself like, oh yeah, I did it, and then something triggers, and you're like, dude, I thought I was done with this. It's a constant work. That it doesn't mean that you will not ever be triggered by something. I mean, who knows? I do believe that we do have the capability and the capacity to reach a level where we are in control of our reactions and we don't get triggered. Yes, of course, we have the feelings and we're like, oh, all right, but we don't react. And we don't put those emotions and those triggers onto somebody else. It takes a lot of awareness, and it takes a lot of, what's that word? control, self-control, not to lash onto people, and not to be like, it's you, you did this. Because, especially because we have been so programmed, right? Like the ego just wants to be like, it's you, I'm cool. No, you, it's all about you. And you have to go inside and be like almost like talking to your ego. I like to visualize this. Like, listen, man, you're not in control. You need to chill a little. So let's just work together and let's not launch into people and let's not yell at people because it's not about them, it's about us. So can we just, what is that word? Make truce, be at ease, be in peace, and make this thing work for the best of the two of us. And it's really interesting when you make it as a game, right? That way it becomes a little bit more fun. Sometimes as humans, we are so serious, and we don't need to be serious, like, yes, I mean, life goes in curves, right? So you have like the really intense moments where they're so blissful, and then you can, but in those moments that like the wave goes down, if you stay in your center and then you stay magnified by the beauty of life itself, knowing that it will end, that something greater is coming, then that transition into the upper part of the wave again will be way funner and easier than just being stuck in like, oh, why me? Why is this happening? This sucks. Because you just get into an energy mode that is just so like, bleh. And let's be honest, people don't really like being around people. No one really likes to be around people that are like, oh, poor me, I feel so bad about myself. I mean, I love to be around people that are like, ooh, let's do this. How can we figure this out? How can we continue to break these codes and be less triggered by these things and learn more about ourselves and learn more about not just our lineage, but beyond that. What has been going on for so many years. Oops, it fell. In the human existence, right? I mean, whoa, that's cool. And just realizing this is somewhat of a simulation. And you're creating this existence. So being with it and having fun with it. Wow. Such a gift. Such a gift. So going back into why we do the inner work. You didn't come here to suffer. And I've said this in the other video. You didn't come here to suffer. You came here to experience happiness and to experience the truth, your infinity within yourself, and then you're expressing it, and then you're allowing, again, just like the domino effect, you're allowing everybody else to express themselves in their own infinity. And then we all just kind of like hold each other and we continue to spread the light, and everybody else continues to wake up and be cool, It's so amazing to see the change in humanity. And to see how much awareness it's been coming through, how many codes have been being broken. And the thing is, like, one person breaks the code, and is breaking the code in the consciousness, in the collective consciousness. So then more people are being aware of that code being broken. We're like, oh, let's break that more. So it's fascinating. So you wake up in the morning and do your morning routine. Oh goodness, I'm just looking at the doggies, they're so cute. Whether you wake up in the morning and you do morning routine, or whenever you do your meditation or your own practice, you get on your mat, or you get on a cushion, or you go whatever you go to do your practice, because you're worthy. Because you deserve to be happy. And just by stepping up into that position, you're stepping up for all of us. For all of us. For everybody that is here physically, for everybody that is not here physically, for everybody that came before us. You're opening up the channels for all those masters to work through you and to clear all your pipes so you can clear the pipes of everybody else. Beautiful, beautiful. So I remember that. I remember that in my morning practice because there's a chant that I do for 22 minutes a day. And trust me, it's not easy to sit there in an asana chanting because in my time goes like, dude, how much longer? When is our song gonna start? But then I remember, I go back to like, I'm not just doing this for me. By doing this, I'm being of service for everybody else in the world and everybody else that existed. And that's such a gift. That's such a gift to myself. That's such a gift to all of you. That's just such a gift, period. So when you have that laziness code trying to like poke at you, like, hey, just stay in bed a little bit longer, go back to that. Why do you practice that? And remembering that you're doing it for all of us. And we all thank you. I deeply thank you. Because it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see how many people practice consciously out of their hearts. And how they live a beautiful life, not being driven by the ego, but by the heart space and connecting with so many of us worldwide. This is why social media is so great. It can connect you with so many people that you couldn't have before. Wow. So I just want to thank you for doing the inner work that you do, because I feel it. I feel it. And because of you, so many codes in my system have been breaking and have been set free. Because I choose to break codes rather than living with them. Thank you.